Barakallahu feekum. My question is that of course in this thing we have ta'asil and we have Tazkiyah, and of course the generations, the nations before us, for example the Jews and the Christians, for example the Jews they lacked in Tazkiyah, and the Christians they lacked in ta'asil. So now as Muslimin we're supposed to have both. And when one is missing, for example, Tazkiyah, someone become arrogant with the knowledge, not know how to apply it in the right place of wisdom. And the other way, someone becomes has too much iman with their Tazkiyah, and that now they don't even go seek knowledge because they think khalas. So what's the best way for someone as a Muslim, especially in today with all the ideologies, to find the correct balance, the right balance, and how can someone do that? Barakallahu feekum.
I struggled hearing some of the points of the questions. So, Mashaykh, did you hear it, Sheikh Muhammad?
I think you could read. Okay, let me see if I can repeat the question and you tell me if I got it right. So it's the balance between what, in your question you used it between Tazkiyah and Ta'asil al-ilmi, yani achieving Islamic knowledge. And that some people went, we took the example of the Jews and Christians, and that some people went too far on one, but they didn't have the other one. And is that so? How do you find the balance between seeking knowledge and between the issue of Tazkiyah? I just want to repeat the question.
I remember one time I shared it, I think in this masjid somewhere in the back. I was told off for not answering the question, so that's why I'm forced to answer some of the questions. I got told off. The Tazkiyah and Ta'aleem, Ibn al-Qayyim has in his kitab 𝗕𝗲𝗁𝗵𝗆, I read a benefit, it was really profound, which he mentions when Allah said هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم, underline that, ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. So what does it mean وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين? يعني before Nabiullah Muhammad came, the people lacked what? These two things. And Nabiullah Muhammad came with it, which is a Tazkiyah and a Ta'aleem. That's what the ayah says, right? Ibn al-Qayyim connected this to the ayah in Surah Al-Ahzab, إِنَّا عَرَضْنَا الْأَمَانَةَ عَلَى السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالْجِبَالِ فَأَبَيْنَ أَن يَحْمِلْنَهَا وَأَشْفَقْنَ مِنْهَا وَحَمَلَهَا الْإِنسَانُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. أي الإنسان. The human is what? ظلوم and jahul. So he said that the ظلوم, which is oppressive, to be oppressive, he said it comes from what? عدم التزكية. And jahul comes from the lack of knowledge. You see how he connected to the ayah الذي بعث. Then he said, how much is required from knowledge? Because knowledge is a بحر لا ساحل له, it's an ocean, it hasn't got no shore. And how much of tazkiyah do you need? And Ibn al-Qayyim said, rahimahullah, he's a alim, this man is an ocean, the way he breaks down masail ilmiyyah, and Allah opened it for him, subhanahu wa ta'ala, tadabbur and pondering on the Quran. He then went back and said, the amount that's needed from knowledge, he said, is what? Yaqeen. The amount that you're certain about your religion, that's the bare minimum that's needed. And the bare minimum of tazkiyah that's needed, he said it's sabr. And if you come with those two, he said you'll reach imama. وَجْعَلْنَاهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا لَمَّا صَبَرُوا وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ. And he then mentioned his profound and well-known statement, بِالصَّبْرِ وَالْيَقِينِ, with patience and certainty, تُنَالُ الْإِمَامَةَ فِي الدِّينِ, الْإِمَامَةِ فِي الدِّينِ, you will reach leadership in the religion. So he said the bare minimum can allow the ummah to reach what? Imamah, leadership.